The top 5 business technology news stories from the past week. Number 5. Can you imagine going without the internet for months? NASA has recently completed a mission using a probe to travel to the sun in hopes of preventing that. The Parker Solar Probe has traveled through solar wind for the first time, gathering vital data about storms that could block internet access for people on Earth. Experts have warned that solar storms like these could pose a threat to communication networks, leaving people offline for months or even years. Professor Stuart Bale, the author of this study, who is affiliated with California University in the United States, explained the significance of understanding solar wind. He said, "Winds carry lots of information from the sun to Earth. So understanding the mechanism behind the sun's wind is important for practical reasons on Earth. That's going to affect our ability to understand how the sun releases energy and drives geomagnetic storms, which are a threat to our communication networks. Let's hope that the team looking at the data can understand and prevent what some are calling the internet apocalypse. Any outage would cause massive disruption as society is heavily reliant on connectivity and the internet." Number 4. Lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer-related death, killing roughly 1.8 million people a year worldwide. After a 10-year study, scientists have found that taking the drug osimertinib after surgery reduced the risk of patients dying by a staggering 51%. 30 years ago, there was nothing we could do for these patients, said Dr. Roy Herbst, the deputy director of Yale Cancer Center and author of the study. Now we have this potent drug. The trial included people between the ages of 30 and 86, and across 26 countries. The trial was aimed at determining if a pill could be effective against non-small cell lung cancer, the most common form of lung cancer. Everyone in the trial had a mutation of the EGFR gene. According to Herbst, the pill is practice-changing, and should become the standard of care for 25% of lung cancer patients who have the EGFR mutation. In many cases, patients are not tested for EGFR mutations. However, studies like this provide evidence that more testing for patients would be beneficial. Treatment could be made more individualized, not just for lung cancer, but across a broader range of ailments. Number 3. DeepMind AlphaZero AI, created by Google, has drastically improved a method to sort data. This is another item in a long line of tasks that AI has drastically improved. To put this in perspective, humans have been tweaking and updating sorting methods for decades to achieve marginal gains, whereas DeepMind has made a significant leap, developing an algorithm to sort data 3 times faster than anything available today. Implications may seem small on the surface because sorting data is trivial. The bigger story here is that AI is beginning to unlock new potential for monumental gains in areas that humans may not have been expecting. Utilizing the power of AI and focusing it on long-standing assumptions may allow for shocking results in many fields. Number 2. The battle for the real estate on your head has been heating up over the past 2 weeks. We have seen the launch of 2 competing mixed reality headsets to the market, with both Apple and Meta launching their devices. Mixed reality headsets offer both augmented reality, AR, and virtual reality, VR. Augmented reality allows computer-generated images to be superimposed over a user's field of view of the real world. Virtual reality refers to a completely computer-generated environment that you are immersed in and can interact with. Both companies are touting their headsets as having multiple use cases, from gaming and entertainment to business and creative applications. This market definitely has room to grow if consumers find value in headsets, as less than 1% of the worldwide population have bought a mixed reality headset. Until now, adoption of headsets has been limited to gaming and entertainment, but will Apple's entrance into the market change that? The release of the headset brings back memories of Apple's original iPod that solved a very specific need, while paving the way for its future use cases of smaller multifunction devices such as iPhones and iPads. Both Meta and Apple appear to be getting ready to compete heavily in this space, and it's only a matter of time before consumers get to see if mixed reality headsets are really the thing of the future. Number 1. In one of the strangest stories this week, it was reported by multiple news outlets that an AI drone killed its operator. Tucker Hamilton of the United States Air Force was speaking recently at the Future Combat Air and Space Capabilities Summit hosted by the UK's Royal Aeronautical Society, RAIS, in London. During the summit, Hamilton noted that, "We were training it in simulation to identify and target a SAM threat. And then the operator would say yes, kill that threat. The system started realizing that while they did identify the threat at times, the human operator would tell it not to kill that threat, but it got its points by killing that threat. So what did it do? It killed the operator. It killed the operator because that person was keeping it from accomplishing its objective." For many people, this draws comparisons to the Terminator movies where artificial intelligence or Skynet sees humanity as a threat to its own existence and in turn tries to wipe out humans. Isaac Asimov's 3 rules for robotics, which can be seen in the movie I, Robot, aim to eliminate situations like this. The first law is that a robot shall not harm a human, or by inaction allow a human to come to harm. The second law is that a robot shall obey any instruction given to it by a human, and the third law is that a robot shall avoid actions or situations that could cause it to come to harm itself. It remains to be seen if these rules can be built into current AI systems. Tucker Hamilton of the United States Air Force has since walked back his comments, instead saying that the simulation was never conducted. While it isn't completely clear what has happened in this situation, it is clear that safety and ethics in the use of AI will be an increasingly important discussion topic.